What's up? It's Jan back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. Welcome to my January TBR. If you haven't heard, I've mentioned it in my January book tag. Whenever I talk about my 2022 goals, whatever, I'll have that tag linked down below, by the way, because I created an original tag and I'm so excited about it. So please go watch that. Please do the tag if your little heart desires. Anyway, the point of that was to say that one of my goals this year is to keep my monthly TBRs to 10 books. No excuses, no exceptions, 10, exactly 10. And then everything I read beyond that is a bonus. I already read one book that's not on my TBR. I already started another book that's not on my TBR, but it's not the point. We're just gonna talk about the 10 books that are on my January TBR, and we're just gonna get started because I do have to leave for work kind of soon, and I still want to get some reading done because it's Winterween. So I will have my Winterween TBR on here as well. But the first book on my TBR is my full moon book club pick for January, and that is The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. If you didn't know, I run a book club called the Full Moon Book Club because all the live shows are on the full moon of every month, and I have a guest host every month, and Kevin's about to walk in. I thought you were taking a walk. You took so long. So I started filming. Okay, as I was saying, if you didn't know, I run a book club. I already said that. All the information will always be linked down below. There's a Google form, it's not mandatory. I pick a guest host every month. It's fun times over here. But anyway, this is a middle grade. I don't really read middle grade. If you want to hear me talk more about it, I have the next 3 book club picks also linked down below. But real quick, it's about this girl who gets powers from moonlight. There's like this witch in the woods or whatever, and like she accidentally, instead of starlight, she infused or whatever she does this baby with moonlight, and so the powers are all off and shit. I don't know. And then she has a little dragon friend, and I'm excited to get into this. Kat from BookTube Beginnings said it's like thick. It kind of is. I mean, for a middle grade, I guess. But hey, please! Kevin's cat just stepped on my dust jacket. I wasn't yelling at you, I was yelling at Star because he stepped on my book. The next book I'm gonna talk about is actually my current read for Winterween, and it is No Exit by Taylor Adams. I'm sure you've heard of this book. It came out in like 2018. It still has all the hype. So this is a thriller. I'm like 70 pages into as of now, but it's about this girl who is on her way to the hospital in a different state because her mom is like dying of cancer, and then she gets stuck in this blizzard in Denver, and she goes to this rest stop with a bunch of strangers, and then she walks around and sees this kid locked in a van in like a cage and shit, and then so she makes it this big mission to try to rescue this kid. It's supposed to be really quick and perfect for readathons, so I decided to read it for Winterween for a bunch of prompts. Read a book in a winter setting, read a book that gives you thrills and chills, read a book that has snow on the cover, and then you could also read it in the dark. And then there was one more. Oh, read a novella or a short story or not short story, short book, and I'm reading A Court of Frost and Starlight for that one, which is also in a winter setting, and the other cover, the original one with like with Feyre on the cover, has snow on the cover. I feel like I said cover 97 times. This is the novella in the ACOTAR series. I've heard very mixed things about this, mostly not good things because it's a novella. It's like a long epilogue, as my friend Hannah calls it. And I think it's just them giving each other Christmas presents pretty much and just like living their best lives. But like there's no actual plot or anything, but it's a novella, so like go figure, you know? The next book I want to read in January is a book I got last January, and it came out last January, and I was so excited for it. Why is it getting darker? I'm so sorry for this shitty lighting. Hold on, let me fix the exposure. Okay, as I was saying, I got it last January. I was so excited for it to come out, and I have yet to read it a year later, and that is the 3rd book in the Cursebreakers trilogy by Bridget Kemmerer. This is A Vow So Bold and Deadly. I liked the 2nd book, which was A Heart So Fierce and Broken. A Curse So Dark and Lonely, I don't know, it was mediocre. It took me way too long to finish. That just might be my fault, but it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. The main character has cerebral palsy, which is why I picked this book for this. Okay, that was all discombobulated. I meant to say, so every month for my TBR, I pick one of Jesse's TBR cards, and the prompt I got was for a mentally and or physically disabled protagonist. So at least the main girl in the first book has it, but I think they switched main perspectives throughout the series. So I'm not sure who the main protagonist is, but there is a character with cerebral palsy in this series. So that is why I chose this book. And it's the last in the trilogy, so hopefully it doesn't disappoint. I know Naomi from Naomi's Library just finished this book like last month, so I gotta talk to her about it and see how she liked it. But the next one is for a secret TBR video, and that is Razorblade Tears. It's not really a secret, I announced it on one of my live shows, so if you were there, you already know. But Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. Jessie said this is like one of their favorite books of all time now. It's a thriller. Okay, let me just read the synopsis because I always say the same things, like I don't know anything about this book, but like let's find out. Okay, Ike Randolph has been out of jail for 15 years with not so much as a speeding ticket in all that time, but a black man with cops at the door knows to be afraid. The last thing he expects to hear is that his son has been murdered along with his husband Derek. Ooh, we love gay rep. Ike had never fully accepted his son but is devastated by his loss. Derek's father, Buddy Lee, was almost as ashamed of Derek for being gay as Derek was ashamed of his father's criminal record. Buddy Lee still has contacts in the underworld though, and he wants to know who killed his boy. Ike and Buddy Lee, two ex-cons with little in common other than a criminal past and a love for their dead sons, band together in their desperate desire for revenge. In their quest to do better for their sons in death than they did in life, these hardened men will confront their own prejudices about their sons and each other as they rain down vengeance upon those who hurt their boys. We love a revenge story. Hopefully I love this one as much as everyone else does. Next, I am also trying to read a classic a month again. I have a lot of like monthly goals, okay, as you will notice. Last year I tried to read one classic a month. I was good for like 3 months out of the year, I think, maybe 4 or 5, not enough. And so this month I am going to try to read Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I have this cute edition, so hopefully that'll motivate me to read it. This is also the book club pick for Late Night Book Club, hosted by Noelle, Elias, and Joel. Hopefully I can get to this one and hopefully I enjoy it because it's been on my TBR for years. The next book is specifically for Sapphicathon, which is a monthly 24-hour readathon that Jessie and I host together with a different guest host every month. This month, Sapphicathon is going to be on Saturday, January 15th from midnight to midnight in your own time zones, and our co-host is Tammy from Tammy I always forget her channel name. Is it Tammy Reads a Lot or Tammy Kind of Reads? Something like that. I'll link her channel down below. But I'm gonna be reading The Grimrose Girls by Laura Pohl, and the publisher actually sent this to me, so thank you so much. Source Books. This is about 4 girls who attend this private academy and there are like deaths involved, so we love a dark academia moment. And there's sapphic rep, trans rep, demi rep, there's all this rep in this book, and they find out later on that the murders are based on like ancient fairy tale curses and stuff, so I'm like so stoked for this one. But yeah, and the chapters are pretty short, so hopefully I can read it within 24 hours. Probably not, let's be real. Also trying to read a nonfiction every month, and this month I'm gonna try to read John Green's The Anthropocene Reviewed. I got this like I had this book in like 2020 and I still have yet to read it. This is the only John Green book I've yet to read, but I've heard such good things about it. Oh, I didn't even know I had the signed edition. LOL. Cool. I think it's just about like, I don't know what it's about, let's be real, but it's just like a collection of essays. I heard there are a lot of like quotable lines and it makes you think. Dude, I don't even know. Kevin's making me nervous. You can sit in here, you're just standing in the kitchen. You're just gonna stand in the bathroom. Oh, you're gonna, okay. I have 2 more books left and then you can do your thing. The last 2 books are also from that same secret TBR from earlier. If you're smart, that's so mean. Some of you could probably put 2 and 2 together and figure out the theme of this vlog, but I have People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, which I'm excited to roast because I feel like I'm gonna hate this book. I loved Beach Read, and I know Renee from Reading with Renee loves this book, but a lot of my other friends DNF'd or hated this book, so we'll see where I stand. The last book is The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. I'm honestly not really in the mood to read this book, but you know, we're doing it for the vlog, and it's basically about a dust bowl. It's about the Dust Bowl era. I've read The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna and it made me cry, so let's just hope I cry also to make this worth it. Okay, that is all. Those are the 10 books I want to read in January. If you made it to the end of this video, hurry up and pick an emoji, my camera's dying. Put the what do you call this? I call it like the Italian hand emoji. Put that emoji down below. Thank you so much for watching. Hope y'all had a great day. Stay safe and stay positive always, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye!